As the caravan settled for the night, a gentle breeze swept across the vast expanse of the desert, wrapping the world in a soothing stillness. I could hear the soft, rhythmic breathing of the camels, their silhouettes calmly swaying against the backdrop of an ever-deepening indigo sky. The sun had long dipped beyond the horizon, leaving behind a soft gradient of colors that melted into night, a quiet transition that invited peace to envelop us. The crackling of the campfire broke through the silence, a welcoming sound that invited warmth into the crisp evening air. I found myself drawn closer to its flickering flames, mesmerized by the way they danced and leapt joyfully, casting playful shadows around the encampment. Each flicker painted the surrounding sands with a golden hue, creating a mesmerizing tapestry that pulled me into the embrace of the moment. I took a moment to bask in the glow, allowing the warmth of the fire to seep into my bones, juxtaposing the coolness of the desert night. It felt like a gentle hug from the universe, reminding me that even amidst the wilderness, I could find a sanctuary. This was my safe space, an oasis nestled under the watchful gaze of twinkling stars. With the architecture of my surroundings softening in the luminous firelight, I gathered my supplies, feeling the familiar textured fabric of my satchel against my fingers. It was well worn, carrying stories of its own, and as I carefully withdrew a small clay cup, I could almost feel its history coursing through me. As I filled it with spiced tea, steam curled upward, twirling like the thoughts that drifted through my mind, budding with the potential of dreams still to come. The aroma of cinnamon and cardamom wafted around me, intermingling with the earthy scent of the desert night. I closed my eyes for a moment, letting the fragrant melange envelop my senses. It was as if every sip of this spiced concoction held whispers of faraway lands, echoing tales of the Silk Road and its myriad wonders. As I wrapped my fingers around the cup, its warmth seeped into my skin, a tactile reminder of comfort amid the expansive wilderness, an anchor against the cool desert air. I brought the cup to my lips, savoring the way the flavors unfolded on my palate. The rich spices intertwined harmoniously, wrapping around my thoughts and nudging them into tranquility. With each sip, the rush of the day began to fade, replaced by a serene sense of peace that settled deeply within my core. I couldn't help but let out a slow, contented sigh, the sound mingling with the surrounding night, an unspoken language of gratitude shared with the stars above. As the gentle flames flickered beside me, I stole glances around the campfire at the faces of my companions, illuminated in warm hues. Each was cradling their own vessel, cups steaming gently in the night as we exchanged soft smiles under the vast celestial canopy. The air was crisp but gentle as it brushed against my skin, and I instinctively wrapped my cloak tighter around me, inviting the embrace of both the fabric and the nighttime air. Here, tucked into this small oasis of warmth and companionship in the heart of the vast desert, I felt ensconced in safety. I tilted my head back, gazing at the infinite tapestry of stars overhead that seemed to shimmer with an inviting light. In this sanctuary of soft sounds and dim light, a gentle hum enveloped us, wrapping each of us in a shared consciousness of wonder. Around the flickering fire, our laughter mingled softly with the soft breeze, creating an atmosphere rich with hope and promise. I knew this moment was a fleeting treasure, a small piece of paradise on my grand journey along the Silk Road, a path where wonders unfolded at every turn. As I settled deeper into this nurturing embrace of night, I let out a long, slow breath, full of warmth and comfort, allowing the world around me to gently fade. Wrapped in tranquility, I closed my eyes, surrendering to the soothing lullaby of the desert night, letting it guide me deeper into a realm of dreams and adventures waiting patiently on the horizon. Each heartbeat was a reminder that I was exactly where I needed to be, on this journey that felt both monumental and yet so blissfully familiar. As I find myself walking through a sun-dappled forest, the warm golden light filters through the leaves, cradling me in its gentle embrace. Each step on the soft, earthy path seems to echo with a melody like a whispered secret, a soothing song that draws me deeper into this tranquil sanctuary of nature. The scents of pine and damp earth mix together, creating a rich tapestry of smells that stir memories of quiet afternoons spent in similar lush surroundings. I am reminded of the golden hour, when the sun begins to dip low, casting everything in a warm glow. I pause for a moment, leaning against an ancient oak tree, its bark rough beneath my fingertips. Gazing upward, I marvel at the way the leaves dance delicately in the breeze, each flutter an expression of joy. It feels as though the very essence of the forest is alive, breathing in harmony with my own heartbeat. Continuing my gentle stroll, I make my way to a small clearing. Here, the sky opens up, revealing a canvas of vibrant colors as the sun sets. The clouds wear shades of pink and orange, painted softly across the horizon. I take in the beauty, feeling as if I'm privy to a secret moment that few will ever witness. With each inhale, I feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude, the worries of the world falling away like leaves in early autumn. Finding a comfortable spot on the soft grass, I take out a small leather-bound journal, its pages inviting my thoughts. As I pen my reflections, my hands glide over the pages, the sensation of writing grounding me. Each word flows effortlessly, filled with thoughts of peace and serenity. I listen as the world around me quiets, punctuated only by the distant sounds of nature at rest, as if everything is aware of this moment's sacredness. Wrapping myself in a cozy blanket, I lean back and close my eyes, allowing the symphony of night sounds to envelop me. The gentle rustle of leaves whispers sweet nothings, and I can almost feel the touch of cool grass against my skin. The warmth of the blanket is the final touch in this serene setting, creating a cocoon of comfort that assures me I am safe and sound. As the stars begin to twinkle overhead, I drift off into a peaceful slumber, surrounded by beauty and tranquility. As I sit by the soothing crackle of the campfire, the world outside feels distant, wrapped in a blanket of twilight. The golden light dances upon my hands as I toss a small log onto the flames, watching with quiet fascination as it bursts into warmth. The soft glow not only illuminates my surroundings, but envelops me in a gentle embrace, whispering promises of safety and solace. I breathe in the woody aroma of the fire, mingled with the crispness of the evening air, a reminder of the peace found in simplicity. The night unfolds around me, and soon my gaze drifts upward to the vast canvas of the sky. The stars twinkle brightly, like scattered diamonds, each one a silent witness to the stories of countless lives. I feel a sense of wonder wash over me, as if I am but a leaf on the breeze, carried along by dreams and reveries. The beauty of the cosmos is humbling, and in this moment, time feels suspended, allowing my heart to swell with gratitude for the beauty of existence. With a quiet resolve, I take out my journal, its pages blank yet full of potential. My fingers glide over the textured surface as I lift a pen, feeling the weight of it, the simple joy in creating words that will capture fleeting thoughts. Each stroke is deliberate and calming, a nurturing ritual that grounds me in the here and now. My hands move with intention, and I welcome the tranquility it brings. As I lean back against a sturdy tree trunk, I revel in the warmth of a soft blanket wrapped around me. Its fibers are gentle against my skin, cocooning me in an embrace that shields against the chill of the night. I close my eyes for a moment, allowing the serene sounds of nature to flow around me, crickets chirping, leaves rustling. It is in this sensory immersion that I find my escape, a moment of peaceful retreat from the chaos that often clutters the mind. Here, I am reminded of the serenity that can be found in stillness, and with a heart full of calm, I drift into a soft reverie, ready for whatever dreams may come. As I settled into my favorite nook by the window, I could feel the warmth of the golden light spilling softly across the room. The sun, in its gentle descent, draped everything in hues of amber and honey. I took a deep breath, the subtle scent of lavender lingering in the air, wrapping around me like an old, familiar blanket. My fingers grazed the worn pages of my journal, tracing the stories etched there over countless evenings. Each word was a whisper of peace, inviting me into a quiet reflection. I paused to watch the world outside, where the sky turned a dreamy shade of pink. The trees, swaying gently in the evening breeze, seemed to dance to a melody only they could hear. In this moment, the wonders of nature unfurled before me. Birds glided gracefully, their songs weaving a tapestry of tranquility that enveloped my heart. The tranquility beckoned me outside. I stepped into the garden, letting the cool grass cradle my bare feet. Here, surrounded by blooming petals, I filled my lungs with the crisp evening air, each breath washing away the day's burdens. A soft rustle in the bushes called my attention, and I smiled as a family of rabbits peeked through. Their innocent curiosity reminded me of the beauty and simplicity. I settled onto the garden bench, a small sanctuary under the fading light. I held a steaming cup of chamomile tea, its warmth seeping into my palms and spreading comfort throughout my being. As I sipped, the soothing herbal essence danced on my tongue, a reminder of the sweetness that life offers in moments of stillness. The stars began to twinkle, shoulder to shoulder in the indigo sky, creating a wondrous canvas of light. I felt as if I were cradled by the universe itself, a blanket of patience and wisdom wrapping around my shoulders. Thoughts slowed and fears faded into the night. In this sacred space, I understood that peace is not a destination, but a gentle journey. As darkness settled, the golden glow from my window merged with the silver starlight, creating a realm where safety and wonder intertwined. I felt a deep sense of gratitude wash over me, knowing that this feeling of profound calm was a treasure I could carry within, wherever my path may lead. Here, surrounded by warmth and night, I surrendered to the serene melody of existence, allowing myself to be guided by the gentle rhythm of life's eternal dance. As I sit quietly by the flickering fire, warm golden light dances across my surroundings, wrapping me in a soft embrace. The crackling of the wood fills the air, each pop and hiss a gentle reminder of the life it once held. I close my eyes, letting the warmth seep into my bones, anchoring me in this moment of serenity. The forest around me is alive with soft whispers, leaves rustling in a dreamy cadence, as if nature itself is reciting a soothing lullaby. The scent of pine drifts lazily, mingling with the smoky sweetness of the fire. It draws me deeper into this tranquil space, where time feels suspended, and each breath is a reaffirmation of life. I open my eyes to the tapestry of stars above, a breathtakingly vast canvas painted with glittering points of light. My heart swells with the sheer beauty of it all. Each star winks down at me, a silent promise of peace, igniting a quiet wonder within. I feel infinitesimally small yet profoundly connected to something far greater. Shifting my gaze down to my hands, I notice the gentle rhythm of my fingers brushing against a worn leather journal. I breathe in, feeling the familiar grain under my touch. With a steady hand, I lift my pen and begin to write, pouring my thoughts onto the page in a flowing stream. Each word becomes a delicate note in a symphony that celebrates this moment of solitude. Outside, a soft snowfall begins. I pause, entranced by the serene stillness that envelops my world. The ground is soon cloaked in a soft blanket of white, amplifying the quietude around me. I lean back, allowing the silence to wash over me. It's a cradle of calm that holds me close, lulling my restless mind into a gentle slumber. In this sacred space, I find a profound peace. The warmth of the fire, the brilliance of the stars, the gentle action of my writing hand, and the soothing embrace of the snowfall converge into a tranquil harmony. Each moment unfolds with grace and beauty, inviting me to surrender to the present, to bask in the comforting glow of safety and wonder. As I settled into the comforting embrace of dusk, I found myself wrapped in the warmth of the fading sun. Its soft, golden rays streamed through the trees, casting gentle shadows on the ground like delicate lace. I took a deep breath, inhaling the sweet scent of blooming wildflowers that danced playfully in the cool evening breeze. The world around me began to quiet, filled only with the distant call of a nightingale and the whisper of leaves rustling gently together. This was my sanctuary, a place that whispered secrets of peace and calm into my heart. I wandered along a narrow path, its edges lined with soft moss, feeling each step ground me further into my serene environment. The warm light surrounding me felt like a soft blanket, wrapping me in safety as I continued my journey. The path led me to a clearing, where I paused to soak in the beauty of the starlit sky above. Slowly, I tilted my head back, my eyes widening as I gazed upon the constellation of stars twinkling like scattered diamonds against the deep indigo canvas. Each star seemed to tell a story, inviting me into a world of quiet wonder where anything was possible. My heart swelled with a profound sense of gratitude for this moment, for the awe it inspired within me. Lost in this reverie, I whispered a silent prayer of thanks to the universe for grounding me in such beauty, for providing a sanctuary where I could simply be. Slowly, I returned my gaze to the earth, where my hands brushed against the soft, cool grass. In this tranquil place, I felt a gentle longing to capture this moment. I retrieved a worn notebook from my satchel and began to write, the smooth paper welcoming the ink as it flowed from my pen. With each word, I reflected on the simple pleasures of life, the taste of honey on warm bread, the sound of laughter from distant friends, and the soothing rhythm of a babbling brook. My hands moved effortlessly, each stroke of the pen a revelation of thoughts expressed in the purest form. As the twilight deepened, I nestled against the sturdy oak tree, the bark rough and comforting against my back. I pulled a soft, knitted blanket from my bag, draping it over my shoulders. The fabric felt warm and inviting, wrapping me in a cocoon of tranquility. I closed my eyes, allowing myself to be fully immersed in the symphony of nighttime sounds, the soft chirping of crickets and the gentle rustle of leaves in the wind. Each sound seemed to harmonize, creating a melody that sang of peace. This moment, where I was fully present, encapsulated everything I desired in life: the stillness, the warmth, and the sweet embrace of the night. Time slipped by, the stars still twinkling above, as I opened my eyes to listen and feel the world around me. The soft glow from the moon bathed the clearing in a gentle light, illuminating the path I had taken with a silvery sheen. I felt a deep, profound connection to nature, a reminder that I was a part of something immeasurable and beautiful. The tranquility of the night whispered sweet affirmations to my soul, reassuring me that I was exactly where I needed to be in this moment. The peacefulness seeped into my very being, lulling me into a state of sweet calm. The more I absorbed my surroundings, the more I felt my anxieties unravel, leaving only this pure essence of existence and gratitude for the present. As I gathered my belongings, I felt a serene smile bloom on my face, knowing I could return to this peaceful sanctuary whenever I needed. The journey home was filled with a renewed sense of purpose, the evening air crisp against my skin as I walked softly along the path, a part of this wondrous escape that I would carry in my heart. The world lay peaceful around me, a soft memory of warmth and safety, reminding me that it was always in my reach, just a thought away. As the sun began to set behind the distant mountains, I found myself drawn to the soft glow of the golden light that filled my cozy cabin. It framed the room in a warm embrace, reminding me of the simplicity of those late afternoons when the world slowed down just enough to breathe and appreciate the moment. I settled into my favorite chair, a time-worn piece that cradled me as though it were made just for me. The wooden surfaces gleamed gently in the warm light, casting playful shadows against the walls. I closed my eyes for a moment, letting the familiar sounds of the crackling fireplace wash over me. It was a soothing melody, the kind that whispered secrets of the past and filled the air with the rich aroma of burning oak. I imagined embers dancing like fireflies in the twilight, their radiant glow mirroring the peace that wrapped around me. Each flicker piqued my curiosity and ignited my imagination, leading me to distant memories and dreams yet to be realized. Opening my eyes, I glanced out the window, where the sky transitioned into a symphony of colors, deep purples, fiery oranges, and soft pinks coalescing into a canvas of It reminded me how we often overlook the moments that are meant to inspire, that are designed to reconnect us with the marvels of nature. The sight filled me with quiet wonder as I breathed in the essence of the evening air, crisp and fragrant, like awakening to a new day filled with possibilities. I walked to the window, my bare feet on the wooden floor, feeling the coolness that contrasted with the warmth radiating from behind me. As I stood there, gazing at the horizon, I felt a desire to be part of that splendor, a small, yet significant piece of the greater tapestry of life. Perhaps it was in that moment that I realized how essential these quiet reflections were for nurturing our souls. With a deep breath, I stepped away from the window, recalling a small journal that lay on the table. It was filled with my thoughts, hopes, and whimsical sketches. Sliding into the chair once more, I felt the paper beneath my fingers, its texture inviting, the ink a soft reminder of my own existence. As I wrote down my feelings, my thoughts flowed like a gentle stream, each word a leaf dancing on the water, leading me toward a sense of calm. The sound of my pen gliding across the page was a melody in itself, tapping into a rhythm that brought me serenity. By the fire, I took a moment to relish in the quiet of my surroundings. Beyond the light of the flames, the world held its breath. Outside, the soft whisper of the snow began to fall, muffling the scattered sounds of nature. It was then that I truly understood the allure of sensory immersion, the pure joy of focusing on the subtle things that went unnoticed in the chaos of life. The silence enveloped my thoughts, as though the snowflakes were settling upon them, softening every sharp edge, every worry. As I nestled deeper into my chair, I reached for a worn blanket draped over the armrest. The moment it touched my skin, I was cocooned in warmth. The softness wrapped around me like a comforting hug, igniting memories of nights spent by the fireplace with my loved ones, sharing stories and dreams amidst laughter. I allowed my hands to trace the intricate patterns of the fabric, feeling the knots and threads that wove its story. In this cozy haven, isolated from the cold winter night outside, I felt a profound sense of safety. The realization that home was not just a place, but a state of mind. It was a testament to the beauty of simple pleasures, those everyday moments that shaped our lives. I picked up my journal again, ink still glistening from my last thoughts, and as I put pen to paper once more, I felt content. With each stroke, I painted my own world, one that celebrated quietude and reflection, one that was painted in the vivid hues of my reveries. With the fire softly crackling and the snow piling gently outside, I drifted into a daydream, allowing each moment to usher in a deep sense of resolution. I surrendered to the layers of my existence, the past, the present, and the fleeting beauty of each experience. Here, encased in warmth and tranquility, every worry faded into the background, leaving only the essence of peace, a gentle reminder that amidst life's chaos, solitude can be a sanctuary. And within it, as I finished my thoughts for the night, a sigh of relief escaped my lips, a silent acknowledgement of how this simple journey fulfilled my endless quest for calm and a sense of belonging. As I sat by the softly crackling campfire, the warmth radiated gently against my skin, wrapping me in a cocoon of comfort. The golden embers danced in the night air, casting flickering shadows that fluttered like the wings of hummingbirds drawn to the light. Each breath I inhaled was laced with the fragrant scent of pine and the subtle earthiness of damp leaves, grounding me in the moment. I could hear the gentle rustle of leaves, as if the forest itself was whispering secrets, inviting me to listen closely. In this tranquil shelter of nature, my gaze wandered up to the blanket of stars spread above me, twinkling like a cascade of glittering diamonds against the velvety dark of the sky. I marveled at the silent wonder of the universe, each star a reminder of the infinite possibilities that lay beyond the horizon. With each blink, I felt a soft connection with the cosmos, cradled by the whispers of the night. My hands, soft and familiar, grasped a warm mug filled with herbal tea, steam curling upward in delicate tendrils. The warmth seeped into my palms, bringing a sense of calm as I took a slow sip, savoring the mingling flavors of chamomile and honey that danced on my tongue. It was a moment of stillness, a gentle reminder that the simplest actions could bring the greatest comfort. The world outside this serene haven seemed to fade away as the golden glow of the fire enveloped me, casting a peaceful ambiance around my little circle. I closed my eyes for just a moment, allowing the sounds of the forest to wash over me, a distant owl's hoot, the rustle of a nocturnal creature in the underbrush, the soft hum of the wind weaving through the trees. It was a lullaby for the soul, and I found myself floating into the embrace of a gentle dream. With each heartbeat, I felt the weight of the day lift, leaving behind traces of worry and concern, cradled in the tranquility of this night. I nestled deeper into my cozy blanket, its warmth providing an additional layer of safety, as if the universe itself was tucking me in, promising that all would be well. And in that moment, surrounded by a sky full of stars and the flickering firelight, I surrendered to the enchantment of peace. My journey through this soothing narrative had led me to a place of profound calm, and I embraced the gentle whispers of the night as they carried me to a world beyond, where tranquility reigned supreme, and dreams were but a heartbeat away. In the quiet hours of the evening, as the sun dipped beneath the horizon, I found myself nestled by a softly crackling fire, its warm golden light flickering gently across the landscape. The air was filled with the sweet fragrance of pine trees, their silhouettes rising majestically against the twilight sky. I settled deeper into my blanket, feeling its warmth envelop me like a gentle embrace, as if the universe itself conspired to cocoon me in tranquility. The flames danced playfully, casting shadows that flickered and swayed, inviting me into a world of calm reflection. With each crackle, I felt the burdens of the day melt away, replaced by the comforting glow of the firelight. The world outside faded, and I was transported to a serene moment of peace, rocketing through my thoughts like leaves caught in a soft autumn breeze. I closed my eyes, allowing the warm light to seep into my mind. I thought of the trees, their stillness reflecting my own growing calm. I remembered how, in this moment of solitude, I could hear the whispers of nature, each rustle of leaf and chirp of a distant nightingale creating a harmonious symphony that soothed my soul. As I opened my eyes, I gazed skyward. The sight took my breath away. Stars began to punctuate the darkening canvas above, twinkling luminously, as if they were distant lanterns guiding lost wanderers safely home. I felt a profound sense of awe wash over me, the vastness of the universe reminding me of my place within it, not alone, but part of something beautifully infinite. Slowly, I reached for the nearby notebook, its pages soft and inviting under my fingers. With my pen gliding over the paper, I found comfort in the simple act of writing. Each stroke was a gentle release, a way to capture fleeting thoughts that flitted around my mind like fireflies. This small action brought me peace, an anchor in a moment filled with the quiet beauty of my surroundings. As I continued to write, I felt the world transform around me. The fire's glow illuminated the sketches of my thoughts, dreams, wishes, and reflections taking shape through ink and paper. My heart swelled with gratitude for this sacred moment, a reminder that life flows gently like the warm breeze that brushed against my face. In that space of calm, I paused, savoring the sensations of the night. I listened intently to the world around me, reveling in the soft silence that enveloped my senses. The distant sound of snowflakes falling delicately, muffling the world in a blanket of stillness, evoked a soothing serenity within me. I envisioned a landscape transformed by winter's gentle touch, each flake a whisper of peace drifting softly to rest. As the embers of the fire began to fade, I felt the golden light wrap around me like a warm hug, assuring me that peace was ever present, even in stillness. The lantern-like glow was a reminder that I was safe, that my journey through life could be navigated with grace and wonder. I leaned back, closing my eyes once more, feeling serene and replete, cradled by the calm night sky and the memories I had gathered, as if I were cradled softly on a wave of tranquil dreams. As I settled into the quiet embrace of the evening, I found myself enveloped by the warm glow of the campfire before me. Each flicker of the flames reached toward the darkening sky, casting dancing shadows around me, illuminating the faces of familiar friends. The warmth wrapped around me like a soft blanket, a reminder of the security found in shared moments. The rhythmic crackle of the fire blended with the soft whispers of the wind amidst the trees, creating a soothing symphony that lulled my thoughts into a gentle reverie. I closed my eyes, letting the sounds envelop me, each crackle sparking a visual memory from days gone by. I felt at peace, as though the worries of the world were but distant echoes, relinquishing their hold on my heart. Still drawing warmth from the flames, I opened my eyes to gaze into the cosmos above. Stars began to punctuate the twilight sky, their distant twinkles evoking a sense of wonder that felt almost magical. Each dot of light seemed to tell its own story, a reminder of countless dreams and the infinite possibilities that lay before us. It was here, under the vast expanse of the universe, that I realized how small my troubles seemed in comparison to the grandeur that surrounded me. I took a deep breath, inhaling the crisp night air, feeling my spirit lift with each star that shone brighter against the indigo canvas. As I returned to my seat near the fire, my attention drifted to the gentle task of preparing a cup of tea. My hands moved with a peaceful focus, cradling the delicate porcelain cup as I poured the steaming liquid. The warmth seeped through the material, inviting my palms to linger there just a moment longer, feeling the heat spread through my body. I savored the ritual, sipping the tea slowly, letting its warmth dull the edges of the day's concerns. Each sip was a grounding moment, filling me with comfort and reminding me of the simple joys that life offers. Droplets clung to the rim of the cup, each a small reminder of the beauty in quiet, mundane actions. The scent of chamomile filled the air, mixing with the earthy smell of the campfire, creating a tapestry of comfort that caressed my senses. With my heart feeling full and my spirit at ease, I lay back on the grass, allowing my body to sink into the earth below me. The coolness of the ground offered a perfect contrast to the warmth of the fire beside me. I closed my eyes once more, surrendering to the sensations around me. The delicate hush of falling snow began to blanket the world, quieting everything into perfect stillness. I could feel the silence settle over me, thick and soothing, a reminder of the peace found in moments of respite. It wrapped around me like a gentle caress, offering solace in this soft white world. The muffled crunch of snowflakes underfoot sent a ripple of calm through my mind as I imagined stepping outside into the winter landscape, exploring the crystalline beauty that unfolded in every direction. In this sweet surrender, I found serenity, a balm for my soul in the tranquil silence of a winter's night.